Hello, my name is Carolyn, and I'd like to welcome you to the Color of Success talk show, where we showcase, motivate, and celebrate culture, creativity, and success of ordinary people. We also talk about real issues. Today's show is fantastic. I can't wait for you to come back and join us. Okay, all right, I got it. Welcome, Bonnie. Welcome to the Color of Success.
Thank you, Carolyn, for inviting us to participate in this show to help these wonderful dogs find their forever homes.
Thank you so much. I felt that there was information that you could share with our audience because, I mean, let's face it, pit bulls are kind of on a couple of dangerous lists. And I think that there may be more people who would be interested in getting these dogs if they knew all the great work you're doing with them. How did you get started on this?
Well, the neighborhood blog started a blog about a pit bull that was abandoned up at the local foothill area of where I live, and they said the dog needs help. He needs out of the shelter. He's going to be put down. So I responded and went down to the local shelter, and that was my first experience with rescuing a pit bull type dog. I'd never had that experience before and found it quite difficult, emotional, and life-changing.
Oh my God, that is incredible. So you just recovered this dog, you put him in a vet and fixed him up, and then you took him to a trainer, which brings me to these two gentlemen here. These are the trainers that you work with, right?
Yes.
Ernesto Robles and Andreas Chavez.
Yes.
Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you for inviting
So
me.
you're training her dogs.
Yes,
Are you also training dogs as a business?
Of course.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. Would you like to tell us about your relationship with Bonnie? How did you meet her?
Okay, yeah, the way that we met, it was because she had a difficult dog, right? It was a different dog. It wasn't the
Yes.
same that she's talking
Yes.
about.
Okay.
Is how we met.
Okay.
And usually dogs come out from the shelters. They come out from the shelters with behavior issues,
Yes.
right? And like people like her, that saved them from being euthanized,
Right.
basically.
Right.
That's what it is.
Right.
And so she brought the dog to my place. And that's how I help the dog. Well, not help, it's just assist him to find his forever home
Okay.
by showing him different ways of being more social with dogs, cats, squirrels, humans, airplanes, motorcycles, and skateboards. So how a dog can deal with all that. Because for us, it's normal to see somebody riding a bike, right? But
Yes.
for a dog, it's like, what was moving?
Okay, let
Yeah.
me understand this. So you went to the Yellow Pages and you found the dog trainer in the Yellow Pages.
There was an ad at a local pet store that were offering a consultation by a trainer for a dog that has, behavioral issues. So one of the dogs, which I was involved in rescuing from a local shelter, needed help. So I sought out Ernesto's help for her.
Okay. All right. And how many dogs have you been able to fix up and adopt out to this date?
Well, I myself
Approximately.
began as an independent dog rescuer, then was affiliated with a rescue, and then went back to being an independent dog rescue. So overall, I would say, myself personally, in finding homes, at least 60 to 70 dogs
Wow, that's great.
over a 2-year period. Yes.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
That is wonderful.
And it's a labor of love.
Yes,
You
it
have to
is.
be committed. It's
It
a lot of
is.
stress, but the rewards are amazing when you see them united with a new family and you realize that you brought them from where they were desperate in a shelter with no hope to this wonderful, loving family that has made room in their heart for this dog.
I can feel your passion, and I thought that was so great. I could just feel every word you said. I'm a pet owner. My husband loves pit bulls, but there are a lot of people out there that are very afraid of this type of dog. And I can understand why. I respect a pit bull. I do. You know, they don't play when they do get agitated. But the fact that you pick them up, fix them, take them to the trainer who trains them, works with their behavior, and then you adopt them out. Is that correct?
That's correct.
How do
Yes.
you find adoption homes for these dogs?
Well, I list them in rescue sites, Adopt a Pet, Rescue Me, and other sites through some partnered rescues that I have found that have been instrumental in helping me find wonderful homes for these dogs, some in locally and some out of state. And it's been very rewarding. And the dogs that need training and to help assist with their placement, that's when I turn to Ernesto. So I have several dogs with him now that are up for adoption and are ready for their forever home.
Forever
we're-
home.
Yes.
Do you have forms? Do you do a background check? What do you do to
Yeah.
make sure that a person is ready to be a pit bull owner?
Well, when somebody expresses an interest in one of my dogs, then I would ferret out the information of what their experience has been with large breed dogs and their experience in particular with pit bull type dogs. I would send them or have them fill out an adoption application. And just like with any reputable rescue, I would have a home check completed with their permission and to see if this is an appropriate home and a proper placement for this particular dog. Each dog is an individual, so depending on the home that they would be going to, what other pets they have, if they have children, do they rent, do they own, do they have a fenced yard? How would they manage the dog? Would they exercise the dog on a daily basis? These dogs are power breed dogs and they need exercise to stay balanced. They need a committed owner, and so that's what we're looking for. Yes, we would check references from the application, and then the meet and greet, and we see how everyone gets along, and then we would go from there. There is a small adoption fee that's very minimal that I ask for, but with all the monetary,
everything
it's
you
just,
do.
yeah, it's a very minimal fee, but the most important thing is that we find the right home
good
and the right
home.
owners for each dog.
How much time do you spend training these
A lot.
dogs? A
Yes,
lot.
we spend a lot.
A lot.
But the difference between her and, let's say, if you get a dog from the shelter, there's nothing wrong by getting a dog from the shelter. But
Okay.
sometimes you don't know what you're getting.
Okay.
But at least her, she will let you know this is what it is.
That's
right?
excellent. That's
And
excellent.
The way that, and another thing that you forgot about saying was because of her way of doing business and doing the transition, finding a home for this dog, for
Yes.
forever home. One of the things that she will ask the new potential adopter is like, if they're willing to work with me for free, and then we can continue
The training
the training,
afterwards?
of course.
Right.
Okay, let me understand this. So you find a home for the dog. Say, Fido,
Right.
poops the floor after he's been trained not to. That owner can bring him back
Of
to
course,
you
or I
and
can
you
go
readdress
directly
the
to their
issue.
home.
Or you
Because
go to
that-
their home.
That is reality.
Wow.
So the dog can be in my place and can be with me, but it doesn't mean nothing until we transfer that dog to the forever home. So from there, I want to make sure that we continue helping him to succeed.
Oh, wow. That's
Right.
excellent.
And
That's
going
excellent.
along with the color of success, setting up these dogs for success is the
right.
number one priority. And so an advantage of adopting a dog from me is that you have a local trainer who knows these dogs and will help transition the dog to a new home and to be compatible with if there's a pet in the home as well. And any behavioral issues that come up, he's always available for
Of
consultation.
course, open book.
And that's a great benefit.
You know what? You have a familiar face. And I've seen your face before on TV. I
Not with
watched
numbers on the bottom, right?
no, not
Hopefully
that. Not that. I watched The Dog Whisperer.
Yes.
I think you were episode 100.
I did just few, but I started with episode Fear of Dogs.
You had a fear of dogs?
I had phobia, not fear, phobia.
you had a phobia of dogs, but now you're a dog trainer.
Yes.
How did you get over that fear of dogs?
Well, first of all, I have to say thanks. Okay. Well, the first thing that I have to say thanks to Cesar Milan, that he was willing and open to help me take away that fear that I had of dogs, that I couldn't relate to any specific dog. It didn't matter if it was Chihuahua, Pit Bull, an elephant, a giraffe. It didn't matter. It was no relationship. I saw everybody like a tiger, like a lion.
Yes.
Yes.
That's excellent. You know, actually, we were able to go on location and actually see Ernesto and Andreas work with the dogs. I want you to take a look at this clip that we were able to get on site. You know, most people would see you with this pit bull and they would just look at the size of the dog and they would have fear,
Of
you know,
course,
and they
yes.
would look at his head and his mouth and they would fear him, but he is like a teddy bear. I love it.
Well,
How about that? Was that enough pit bulls for you? But you had it under control, you know. Did you
Yeah.
see me touch a pit bull? All right, I'm a pit bull owner. You know, one thing that I wanted to talk to the trainer about was I went on a website and I saw that there's so much information for people in regards to pit bulls. They've got equipment you can use. They talk about the health, a whole array of unlimited information available. I went to pitbulllovers.com and they had 10 tips for future pit bull owners. Of course, get your dog neutered. Of course, keep them away from little kids. Of course, I got all that. But the part that I found interesting was they said, do not take this dog to the dog parks. Do you agree with that?
that is well, depends. It's a case by case, okay? And once again, you cannot put that in writing for every single dog because not the different temperament. I mean, I think if you have control with your dog outside on the streets and in public, yeah, take the dog to the dog park. But you have to make sure that you have full control of that dog. Right? And it's not the dog, it's the mind of the dog.
It's the mind
Of the dog. Like
okay,
I
get it.
have kids, like I can take them to Disneyland, right? I can say that Disney, right?
Yes.
Right. I can
Yes.
take them there, but I have to make sure that I have full control of them. I want to see you guys back. I want to see you.
Absolutely.
Right. I cannot just like go. We're here.
I get that. I get that because
Right.
that was number 8, you know, keep your dog from the dog parks. And number 9 was socialize your dog. And I wasn't getting that. I was like, what did they mean?
That is a good. Well, the thing is socializing doesn't mean dog park. It can be other places,
Okay.
right? It can be
Alright.
other places.
All right.
Because sometimes a dog park is not a place that is a controlled environment.
Okay.
And once again, depends who is inside.
Okay. I get it. I get it.
Right.
So behavioral, the dog mind. How long have you and Andreas been working with these big dogs? Do you work with small dogs as well?
I work with small dogs, medium dogs, big dogs. You can see me walking a Chihuahua. You can see me walking a Great Dane. It doesn't matter. It's the mind of the dog that I'm working with.
Okay.
But one of the things that I love is to share my knowledge with the people that want to learn something. And not only that, it's not about learning. It's about giving back and saving lives.
Okay. Okay.
And I have the honor to work with Andres,
Andreas.
and he's very being open to the gift or whatever that you call it, whatever that I have inside.
I
Because
think give back is excellent.
Right, because-
more people should give back.
so I'm like, if I can just like transfer that to him because
Transfer that information,
because
that energy.
because somebody
Gave it to you,
yes,
right?
So he taught me to give it back and to help.
Bonnie.
Right, and not only that, but anybody that it needs help.
Okay.
And
All right. So it's sounding like people should not be afraid of a pit bull because of the myths and the bad media that they have a tendency to. Every dog fight is a pit bull.
Right.
Every dog
because
fight.
it sells right now.
Oh, it sells. Okay, I got
It's
it.
what
It's
it
all
is
about
right now in
dollars.
media.
Okay.
It's what it sells
Okay.
and what people want to hear.
Okay.
But once again, is sometimes don't be afraid of the dog. Be afraid of the owner.
Be afraid of the
Of
owner.
course.
Okay.
If-
Okay.
And what I wanted to say is just to clarify that pit bull is not a breed. I want everybody to know that. Pit bull is a generic term that the public has given to a dog that shows certain characteristics that they think. So they're not treated the same, and they're really, there's 25 bully breeds. So it's really the American Staffordshire Terrier, Staffordshire Bull Terrier, and American Pit Bull Terrier, and the mixes of these breeds. So most of the dogs in the shelters are really mixed dogs.
Mixed
So and yet shelter staff, has to make a determination that this is a pit bull, and therefore they're given very little time in the shelters before they're euthanized, which is why I'm so desperate to save
Find
these
them
dogs and
homes.
find them homes, and to educate people the way Ernesto was talking about. To spay and neuter
Neuter
your
dogs,
dog, that
yes.
should be number one, a responsibility
one.
of any pit bull owner. Keep your dogs up to date on their shots and their health wellness checks.
Yes.
And that's why I asked for a minimal adoption fee. It's about equivalent to taking a dog to his first vet exam.
Exactly.
And we have to know that you can do that if you're going to be a responsible pit bull mix owner. So I just wanted to also have that understood, that every decade there seems to be a villain of a dog. Doberman was, and then the Rottweiler, and now it's pit bull.
Okay,
So-
I refer to the Rottweiler as the devil dog because the Omen has the Rottweiler, blue-black devil dog, But you're right, the pit bulls are the dangerous breed now. You see a pit bull coming, you're on the other side of the
And
street,
yet,
right?
in history, back in the 1900s and early 20th century, pit bulls were the heroes. They were war heroes. Look at the Little Rascals. Remember the little dog Petey?
That was a pit bull.
That was a
wasn't
pit
it?
bull, yes.
Oh, Petey.
Yes.
I didn't even think about
Pit
that.
bulls are used as service dogs, as therapy dogs, and military, for bomb sniffing dogs and search and rescue. So they're amazing. They're loving, loyal, faithful dogs. And yes, they're strong, and that we need to enhance the positive qualities of the pit bull and not encourage the negative.
I totally agree.
Yes.
I totally agree. Like I said, I was afraid of dogs until my husband got pit bull puppy, and then I fell in love with them.
Yes.
And the little puppy breath is so cool. I love that, and
Well-
they'll do anything for you. They are so loyal and smart too.
They
you
are.
can train them. You
Right,
can
you
train them
Very
easily,
smart
right?
dogs.
You can train any dog. I mean, if you have the willingness and the time, yeah, it can happen.
And you can train yourself.
Yes.
You
And
know,
you can
when
train
I
yourself.
first
yeah,
came
this is a
to
good example.
his house,
Right.
you know, the fear was so intense.
Fear.
The adrenaline was so much. I left after half an hour, but I was just thinking overnight, all night, why was I so afraid? So I kept coming back, and as I kept coming back, I started getting more confident,
Right.
and I started losing that fear little by little.
So education and behavior modification are the keys,
Yes.
right?
Education.
You know, you guys,
Right.
I could go on and on and on about this. And I know that there's a lot of people out there that would love to be able to touch bases with you. So I'm going to have your emails on the Color of Success webpage
Yes.
so that anyone wanting or needing more information can go to our website and get that information.
Yes, and it's so important to have fosters for dogs that come right out of their shelter so we can help assess them and then get them to the appropriate trainer. So if you can open up your heart, we would love for you to adopt one of our dogs and give them or she or he a forever home and with the local trainer as your consult.
Excellent. You
Please
guys-
contact us for a meet and
Kudos.
greet.
I mean, kudos. You know, our closing ceremony for the Color of Success is we'll have you take a color that represents your journey from one point to where you are right now. We have all types of colors in this box, and I would like you to be able to pick a color, and then behind Ernesto and Andreas is our art board. It's a collage board. Everyone that's ever did our show has signed something on that board, and of course we want you to put something down as well. And while you're doing that, we'll also have a toast to help you celebrate, because I think what you guys are doing is a step above. It's like not even normal. Most people don't come out of pocket for anything unless it has something to do with, you know, something they want for themselves.
Yes.
But you're giving back like
Some
that.
people would say it's crazy, but I say it's
I
love.
say it's not crazy.
It's just love. It's love and passion and commitment. And
Yeah, to do this, Bonnie, you
it's
need
all
to be
because,
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do.
You cannot be normal.
You do.
Yeah.
But these dogs deserve the best.
So you have to be crazy to be a
Yeah.
dog enthusiast?
Rescuer, yeah, because you know what is, you know, we're sitting here, but out there is few people
I'm
that
actually
do.
getting pretty good with this
I know.
liquor.
Is that tequila or that's?
You wish. No,
Good old
actually, it's
sparkling cider.
safe.
Okay.
It's good old sparkling
Alright.
cider. Here you go. Now, which one of you guys are going to sign the board? Bonnie?
Yes.
Great.
And blue is my color.
Blue is your color. Okay, we got chalk. How about a blue marker?
Perfect.
Okay, now you're mic'd up, so let me just make sure that you can go around
Okay.
comfortably.
Okay.
Can she go around comfortably? Okay. You want to stand up and
This
then.
one? Okay.
Oh, are you going to be okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So over here?
All right. It's right behind Ernesto.
Okay.
Okay, that's not going to work. Okay. Ernesto? Okay. Can
Okay.
you do it?
I got it.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Anywhere, just make room, find a spot and let her rip.
All the way on the top.
I just think what you guys are doing is just great. I mean, I don't know anybody that has that kind of passion for animals.
Well, passion bring. You meet so many good people in this field that is amazing.
Excellent.
That they do amazing things every single day. And
Okay.
our way of teaching, our way of working with dogs is not about telling people what to do. It's just presenting them a different way of.
No dog left behind. That's excellent.
Oh, that is a great one.
That's great. Okay, let's have a toast to your continued success with finding homes for dogs and training them and making people aware that any breed can be a good pet. How about that? Let's toast, you guys.
So
Bring it
thank
in.
you, all of you,
Thank you.
for all the work you do.
You too.
See, it's not it's non-alcoholic.
Tastes
All right.
amazing.
Thank you for joining us here on The Color of Success. We look forward to the next time when we can get together. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
I need to know what's the color.